we cannot get the Stardust here until later. So, let's just go on with the game.
It is said that the divine tree that lives in our heart and the last fruit have been protected from evil by the signets created by the ancient Winglies. The legend goes, when the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits given life by the divine tree. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live in honesty. It is our mission as children of the divine tree.
That sucked. I thought there would be donuts.
Let's go home.
A divine tree. I've never heard of it. We still don't know what the objectives are for Lloyd. Any information could be helpful.
Again, D&D, we don't know what to do, so let's just go around and look at lore.
Oh, you must be travelers. Welcome to Deningrad. My name is Bishop Dille. I serve the divine tree.
I'm Dart. This drawing is what you were talking about?
Yes, it is. The divine tree. But this is what we imagine. Nobody has seen the real tree. Nonetheless, we believe in the divine tree. It is the source of life and harmony. Would you like to know more about the divine tree?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's an FMV.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the creator Soa descended from the sky. And his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree. The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world with life. The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
Why are we just now learning about the main religion of this universe? In the third act?
It is like this. The world was established with the fate determined by Soa.
God's tree, sown by Soa, is the divine tree.
If you would like to find out more about this, you can go to the National Library.
Is this the Mille Ciseaux National Library? I can step into the treasury of knowledge. I wonder if I am capable of receiving all this incredible luck and still remain calm. No, I cannot. The treasure of knowledge is shining and calling me.
Albert, are you okay?
Let's go.
Who are you people? Do you realize that you're talking to Librarian Ute?
No, sorry.
So, what do you want? Have you interrupted my ceremony for no reason?
I don't like stubborn old guys because I want to be an adorable old guy. Ashel has the best lines.
Did you say something?
Please wait. We were told by Bishop Dille that there is a wonderful library here.
If you want, you can just go to the library. Oh wait, I locked the door when I left.
So, could you open the door? I would love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence.
All right, stop looking at me like that.
I appreciate it.
I'll let you in now.
He is such a haughty old guy. Don't say that. We have to do what we can do until Lloyd shows up. That's true. He used a dragon and a dragoon in Serdio and in Tiberoa. He obtained the cooperation of a Wingly. We don't know what he will do here. This is incredible.
This is the knowledge source of endiness. Go look for anything you want.
The entire wall is filled with books. Maybe we can find out something about virages and the moon that never sets.
Doesn't looking at these things all the time have an effect on you?
Wrong usage of affect.
It made me wise. Kongol feels dizzy. Gigantos lose to books.
Here is something about dragons. It also talks about dragoons, too. We can say that the Serdian War was started from the dragoon spirit that was brought by Lloyd.
Let's split up and look.
Let's just do it. I guess I have to use my brain for the first time in a long time.
Can Kongol read human words?
If Rose were here, she would tell us a lot.
They will be back when they finish with their errands. We have to do what we can do now.
It is about Winglies, I guess.
You guess?
Kongol cannot read human characters. Kongol looks pictures.
Let me read it. Winglies are people with wings of light who employ magic power. They had their glory 11,000 years ago and had enormous magical power that could float colossal cities.
City floats.
Yes, it is unimaginable in the current world. They became extinct after the war with humans who were seeking their liberation. But Lennis, who was a Wingly, was alive. Besides, us dragoons are supposed to be only a legend. A legend does not necessarily tell the truth. Take a look at this picture.
Humans and dragons. No, dragoons and dragons. And what is this?
Virage manipulated by Winglies. Shauna, did you find out something?
This book is talking about divine moon objects, but they are just divine objects from a legend to begin with. There are no details.
If we can find out the meaning of the divine moon objects, we think we can find out what Lloyd wants.
Okay, let me read the part I found. After the Dragon campaign, humans controlled the continent of Endiness and divided the continent into 4, and established 3 new countries: to the east, Serdio; to the south, Tiberoa; to the north, Mil Sizo; and to the west of the continent, the untouched land, the Death Frontier. Each country shared 3 divine objects inherited from the Winglies as proof of their alliance. The divine moon objects are said to conceal magical power. However, their usage is unknown.
Usage is unknown, His mystery must be hidden in there.
I will look into it more.
This book talks about the Dragoons. The Dragoons from Legend? Yes, it is. The heroes of the Dragon campaign. According to this, we are the first new Dragoons to come along since that time. Maybe. Dragoons are to be called when history requires them. When history requires them? Is that now? Levitz was a Dragoon, and Graham, Dole, and Lennis too. Were their deaths necessary? That is what only history can tell. I, of course, don't know. However, it all started out from the Dragoon spirit that Lloyd brought. If Lloyd is a part of history, that is necessary. Then our journey seems to be dragged along by his fate. In spite of the fact that they were humans, the 7 heroes who led the Dragon campaign to victory 11,000 years ago crossed the sky and cast spells. After they fulfilled their roles, they vanished with the Dragoon spirits as if it were some unavoidable fate. This legend seems to be telling us that after this journey, we will vanish. This is a marvelous place. It seems all the wisdom that humans can possibly know is here. I'm reading a book on politics now. This is very... Can you do politics after we take care of Lloyd? Yes, indeed. Now, let me read the portion that talks about dragons. According to this, dragons are the second most powerful species of all 107 creatures given life by the Divine Tree. Their attacks and life power overwhelmed others. However, the creator Soa created a balance by reducing the dragon's intelligence. Therefore, they were to be controlled by humans with their wisdom. During the Dragon campaign 11,000 years ago, they had fierce battles against Virages manipulated by Winglies and couldn't avoid being annihilated. But they weren't annihilated like the book says. True, and again, they are ruled by the Dragoons. I'll look for more.
It led to the Dragon campaign. It led to the Dragon campaign. What do you need?
Are you acting superior again?
Of course, I am superior.
I'd prefer being hit with girls over feeling superior.
I don't care about those things. It seems you're interested in the Dragon campaign. Winglies, divine moon objects, dragons, and dragoons. These all had something to do with the Dragon campaign.
Then Lloyd has something to do with the Dragon campaign.
The Dragon campaign is my specialty. Maybe I can be of assistance.
Tell me. We only know fragments.
I see. This is the legend of the Dragon campaign that I know.
There were 7 Dragoon warriors in the Legend of the Dragon campaign. Dragoons, reputed to be the incarnation of dragons. With dragons at their side, the Dragoons fought boldly. However, in the age when the legend was reality, the Winglies dominated all, even the gods. The gods answered to dictator Melbu Frama's prayers and granted him ultimate power. But the power was abused. The earth of Saint Imperial Gloriano was scorched by the gods' fire,
and became ashen. The anger and sadness of the people was fuel for the Dragoon's cause. Then at last they freed the gods. Without the gods' power, the Winglies perished, and our age, the human age, began. Thereafter, the gods floated in the sky. For 11,000 years, they have been looking over the world as the moon that never sets.
This is the story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the story. Did you find out something related to...
I can't even do it. To Lloyd.
Oh well, that's unfortunate. You are already here, so you might as well check the reference room upstairs.
Are there more books?
No, it contains the historical material of Mille Ciseaux. For other people, it may seem to be mere trash. However, for our country, they're all historic objects. This is something left by the Black Monster that brought an inferno down on this country.
The Black Monster?
It has already been 18 years. It is surprising a young man like you knows about it.
I was born in Neat.
God, are you a survivor from the village? This is the stained glass of the church in Neat. Do you remember seeing this?
Yes, faintly, but I do remember.
It was really a monster. These are the only things that survived the Black Flame.
Do you know anything about what happened to Neat back then? Any survivors, or...
I know only one.
Who is that?
The second sacred sister of Mille Ciseaux, Sister Luana. It seems you don't know her. However, I can tell you a little about the Black Monster.
Game, you're spoiling us with these FMVs.
There is a legend about the Black Monster and the Moon Child. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
It is ironic, but... the people who visit the church in Neat pray for their own happiness by looking at this stained glass, which shows the legend of the Black Monster and the Moon Child.
Why did the gods create him? The Black Monster. He appears in various legends as a demon who rebels against and devours the gods. An evil plague that rejects peace in the world. The god that is the moon that never sets. The moon that never sets glows red every 108 years. It is a sign that a herald will be sent to Earth. The herald is known to us as the Moonchild. The legend says the Moonchild revives the gods on Earth and purifies the world. The Black Monster abhors, hates, and despises it, and kills the Moonchild. This sad karma is endless. This god stays forever in the sky, and the world is in never-ending chaos.